Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Sport This Week video. And in today's video, I've got basketball, baseball, tennis, football, NFL, UFC, Formula 1, and boxing news. I don't think I missed any of them then. If you are new around here though, and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video if you do indeed like the video. And let's get straight into it. So, starting off this week, I'm going to start off with the baseball news. So, this week, Yankees won 11-7 versus Tigers. Giants lost 5-2 versus Brewers. Dodgers lost 5-3 versus Diamondbacks. Red Sox lost 6-2 versus Pirates. Yankees won 14-2 versus Phillies. Giants won 11-6 versus Padres. Dodgers won 6-4 versus Athletics. Red Sox won 10-7 versus Braves. Giants won 9-5 versus Royals. Yankees lost 11-3 versus Blue Jays. Dodgers won 12-1 versus Guardians. Yankees lost 5-3 versus Phillies. Red Sox won 4-3 versus Twins. Dodgers lost 8-2 versus Rangers. Giants won 13-2 versus Rockies. Red Sox won 9-3 versus Rays. Yankees won 6-2 versus Tigers. Giants drew 7-7 versus Rangers. Yankees won 10-0 versus Braves. Red Sox lost 7-2 versus Pirates. Yankees won 10-2 versus Dodgers. Red Sox won 6-3 versus Braves. And Yankees lost 7-5 versus Blue Jays. And yeah, that is all the baseball news. Moving on to the basketball news now. Lakers lost 116-108 versus Pelicans. Heat won 123-100 versus Kings. Bulls lost 109-104 versus Knicks. Celtics lost 115-112 versus Raptors. 76ers lost 118-116 versus Bucks. Bulls won 107-94 versus Wizards. Lakers lost 128-110 versus Mavericks. Clippers won 121-115 versus Jazz. Heat won 106-98 versus Celtics. 76ers lost 102-94 versus Pistons. Bulls won 135-130 versus Clippers. Lakers lost 122-109 versus Jazz. Celtics won 128-123 versus Pacers. Clippers won 153-119 versus Bucks. Lakers lost 114-111 versus Pelicans. 76ers won 144-114 versus Hornets. Heat won 127-109 versus Bulls. Celtics won 144-102 versus Wizards. Lakers lost 129-118 versus Nuggets. And 76ers won 112-108 versus Cavaliers. And yeah, that is all the basketball news. Moving on to the tennis news now, where it is the continuation of the Miami Open. Where Tsitsipas and Lopez lost 2-0 versus Ram and Salisbury. Zverev won 2-0 versus McDonald. Medvedev won 2-0 versus Martinez. Osaka won 2-0 versus Risque. Swiatek, who is a new woman which we are talking about now because, she's ranked second in the world, so why not? Swiatek won 2-0 versus Golf. Tsitsipas won 2-0 versus Di Mineur. Zverev won 2-0 versus Kokinakis. Medvedev won 2-0 versus Brooksby. Osaka won 2-0 versus Collins. Tsitsipas lost 2-0 versus Alcaraz. Swiatek won 2-0 versus Kvitova. Zverev lost 2-1 versus Rude. Medvedev lost 2-0 versus Hurkacz. Osaka won 2-1 versus Benik or Bensik. Swiatek won 2-0 versus Pegula. Swiatek won 2-0 versus Osaka to win the women's singles Miami Open. Hurkacz and Isner won 2-0 versus Koolhof and Skupski to win the men's doubles Miami Open. Alcaraz won 2-0 versus Rude to win the men's singles Miami Open. And Siegemund and Zvonareva won 2-0 versus Kudermetova and Mertens to win the women's doubles Miami Open. And yeah, that is all the tennis news. Moving on to the football news now. Portugal won 2-0 versus North Macedonia. Poland won 2-0 versus Sweden. England won 3-0 versus Ivory Coast. Senegal won 3-1 on pens versus Egypt after drawing on aggregate 1-1 versus after drawing on aggregate 1-1. Nigeria drew 1-1 versus Ghana. Cameroon won 2-1 versus Algeria. Brazil won 4-0 versus Bolivia. Uruguay won 2-0 versus Chile. Argentina drew 1-1 versus Ecuador. Colombia won 1-0 versus Venezuela. Azpilicueta signed a 1-year contract extension with Chelsea. Premier League have announced 5 subs will be about for next season, which is a big change realistically. I feel like it will just give a bit more of an advantage to the big clubs that have like these big players are just on the bench, but we'll have to see. Kane won Player of the Month, Arteta won Manager of the Month, and Ronaldo won Goal of the Month. Fernandes has extended his Man U contract until 2027. It was a World Cup draw, so I'm going to have to go through each group, which is going to be a little bit, but let's get it started. So in Group A, Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. Group B, England, Iran, USA, Scotland, or Wales, or Ukraine. Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Group D, France, Peru, Australia, UAE, or Peru or Australia or UAE, Denmark and Tunisia. Group E, Spain, Costa Rica, or New Zealand and Germany. Germany and Japan. So that's probably the group of death, I'd say, just because Spain and Germany are in the same group. But realistically, there isn't really a group of death this tournament. Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Group H, Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. And yeah, that is all the groups. So overall, it's a good draw realistically, because it means that there's room for upsets. Let's just say. And I'm happy with the England draw as long as Italy don't get put in any other group, which was rumoured to happen, but I don't think it will happen anymore. Otherwise, I think it will be alright. Be interesting to see if England plays Scotland though. Bayern won 4-1 versus Freiburg. Man City won 2-0 versus Burnley. Brentford won 4-1 versus Chelsea. Liverpool won 2-0 versus Watford. Leeds drew 1-1 versus Southampton. Wolves won 2-1 versus Villa. Brighton drew 0-0 versus Norwich. Real Madrid won 2-1 versus Celta Vigo. Man U drew 1-1 versus Leicester. Leipzig won 4-1 versus Dortmund. Celtic won 2-1 versus Rangers. West Ham won 2-1 versus Everton. Napoli won 3-1 versus Atalanta. Spurs won 5-1 versus Newcastle. PSG won 5-1 versus Lorient. Inter won 1-0 versus Juventus. And Barcelona won 1-0 versus Sevilla. And yeah, that is all the football news. Moving on to NFL news now. All NFL teams will now hire a female offensive assistant coach. Saints signing Dalton. Patriots signing Peppers. Jenkins announcing retirement. Arians retiring from coaching. Buccaneers hiring Bowles. Rams signing Wagner. And Dolphins extending Howard. And Patriots training for Parker. And yeah, that is all the NFL news. Moving on to the UFC news now, where Teixeira will fight Prohaska on the 11th of June, which I'll be doing a prediction for. And Whitaker, I just kind of froze in, will fight Vettori on the 11th of June on the same card. And yeah, that is all the UFC news. Moving on to the F1 news now. Even though there wasn't a race this week, the only bit of news is that the Las Vegas night race will be confirmed, has been confirmed for 2023. So yeah, that is all the F1 news. Obviously not much, but it's still a big bit of news there. Boxing news now, which is the final sport. Spence will fight Ugas on the 16th of April, which I'll do a prediction for. Parker will fight Andrade on the 21st of May. Marku won via stoppage in round 4 versus Jenkins to remain IBF International Welterweight Champion. Martin won via decision versus Felix to become WBA International Super Lightweight Champion. And yeah, that is all the boxing news. I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. Sorry if I sound a bit weird. I'm not feeling the best, but I'm here to do it. But yeah, if you are new around here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like it if you didn't like the video. Subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.